Hey everybody, good morning. I wanted to do a quick little training on a host join party. For me, I have most success with these. I love them because not only do I kind of get to see how someone is going to be as a consultant, how fired up they are and how serious they are about it, but it also gives the future, consultant kind of an idea themselves of what it's going to be like to be a consultant. So I love that idea. And so what I do is I usually get the hostess to say, okay, I want to join. So then I'll create them a party and I will add them to my group and like my sponsors group and one other group. And so they have access to information if they need it. Like if I'm not available, they can ask questions there. I also have like flyers and real life pictures posted in my group under my albums tab and stuff, and that way they have access to that kind of thing, so they can go and look, and if they see something they want to post about, they can post about it themselves. They don't have to wait for me. It gives them good practice. Then when you're setting it up, you need to watch out for a few things. You need to make sure that you talk with your hostess about the email that she's going to use. You need to make sure that there's a consistency with the email that she uses at first to set up her party and the email that she plans on using when she signs up. If those emails don't match, you're going to have trouble flipping all that PRV that she's already earned over to her. You also have to make sure that she understands that there are no online orders. I mean, you can do them, I guess, but she doesn't get credit for them as a consultant. That credit stays with you as a consultant, and I don't like that. If she's going to work for her PRV, I think she should get it at the end. So I set up the group. I make sure her email matches what she's wanting to use, and I go live in the group once I get it set up and she gets people invited. I go live and I explain why, that I give them a link, but I ask them not to use it. I ask them to give all the orders to either my future consultant or myself. That way I can put them in through my workstation and she gets full credit for it. You want to use that word like full credit or something like that so it doesn't sound like you're trying to cheat them out of anything, because you really do. You want your hostess to have the best possible chance. So you need to make sure that her guests understand that too. You're going to host coach them like you would anybody else. You're going to add a few extra things though, like adding her to the groups so she can see flyers and see how things work. And my team is a phenomenal team, so she can kind of get an idea of how well they work together and how things will be. And really too, you want to mention this opportunity to all your hostess. Just especially if they're on it and they're already tagging and posting and stuff on their own, get them to join. That's something that you really want to see, and you want to encourage your host join to do that too. Encourage her to make posts on her own, comment on different things, tag people in them. You're going to want to make sure, since Scentsy has changed the way their groups operate, you want to make sure that she doesn't just send out some invites. You want to make sure that she messages them personally to join the group, give them the link, all of that, because anymore, if you don't join that group, you don't get notifications for it. Even if you've been invited to it, you don't get that information there. So you need to make sure that she invites them personally and everything as well. You want to talk about your goals with her when you're coaching her. You're always going to talk about goals with your hostesses. But how much do you want to get for free? We'll work on what we need to do for your party totals. Well, when you're talking with your future consultant, you're going to want to tell them, we can get your kit for free for $500 party. That's what you really want to reach. Now, $200 is okay. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But if you get a $500 party, you get your kit for free. You get 2 or 3 half-price items, I can't remember, and you also start off earning your shooting star. So, I mean, what better way to help your consultant get off on the right foot than help them earn an award before they officially even start? You know, so I mean, that sets them off on the right foot. They get excited, they get fired up. You get credit off of that too, I think, and it's just a great way to help them. So you want to talk about goals with them. You know, now if they're just wanting to learn to join to kind of feed their own habit, that's fine. You know, the $200 party, help them get joined so they can feed their own habit, that's fine, because that still helps you too. You know, you need to make sure that they understand that if that's what they're wanting, that's fine. You still want to tell them, you know, hey, this is coming up, this is our goal. We're trying to reach as a group. You can be a part if you do. If not, that's fine. You need to make sure that they understand that not everybody's wanting to push and do the business, and they're just wanting to feed their own habit. So you need to make sure they understand that that is okay. Then once your hostess reaches her party totals that she's wanting, or she knows she's done, you're going to go ahead and close out the party. Excuse me. Now with this, you're going to have, when you put it in her cart for her hostess credits, your hostess join exclusive, and she'll have 24 hours. She'll get an email immediately, and she'll have 24 hours to fill that out and get her kit paid for and get the party closed out. When you're closing that out, there'll be a button that you need to make sure you flip to make sure that the credit for that party, the PRV, goes to her. So you flip that button and then finish everything out, and then her kit will be on its way, and you start welcoming your newbie. So that is just kind of a quick overview on how to do a host join party, how I do mine, and I've had quite a bit of success with it. So the more interactive you can get your hostess to be and have her get her party interactive, the better off you're going to be as in general. So I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.